You would get cosmetic surgery or you've had cosmetic surgery. Is Alex your soulmate? You occasionally eat meat. I got this question at least 20 times, and that is, my girl Tara Michelle officially influenced me, so I'm gonna link her video down below. But I thought her video was really cute. She did like a little chit chat style video while she used her Kenzzi. So I was like, you know what? It's been about 6 to 8 weeks since I used my Kenzzi, so let's do it on camera. And I am partnering with Kenzzi on this video once again. I did a whole video like introducing the Kenzzi, what it is, how to use it, and I will link that video down below. I did that in like September. So at this point, it's been like over 6 months since I've been using the Kenzzi, and I mean, I'm a hairless queen. I just like to upkeep the results, maintain at this point, which makes it super easy. I mean, like if I only have to go 6 to 8 weeks or longer removing my body hair, like I'm in. They actually gave me a $50 off code for you guys. So if you use the code here on the screen, I will also link it down in the description box below, which is such a steal. So while I use the Kenzzi, I'm actually going to answer your true and false questions that you submitted on my Instagram. So little promo if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, at Caitlin B. What are we doing? Thankfully, the cord is literally 9 feet long because my nearest outlet is way back there. Bada bing, bada boom. And if you've never seen this before, the Kenzzi is an IPL handset, so it's just a really easy, quick, and effective way to remove your body hair or your facial hair, and it's a more permanent method. So you can think of it like getting laser hair removal, but you don't even have to leave your house. When I do get hair, it's like very thin and very sparse and just kind of like random spots, I guess. So it's pretty great. So once you plug it in, it has this little green flashing light. You just click it once, and then you can start using it. So it automatically starts on the lower setting. And if you keep clicking the green button, the more intense your IPL will be. So I recommend starting on a lower setting, working your way up. Okay, the first question is, you are an Enneagram 3. Also, to use this, you just have to click this button once it's flat up against your skin, and then ba-bam. So yes, I am an Enneagram 3, and I would be very impressed if you could guess that, like just by following me. I don't know, that'd be crazy, but some people are just really good at like figuring out people's Enneagram numbers, which if you are unfamiliar, Enneagram is actually a personality test. Sarah and I actually already did a podcast episode on this with Bridget. I will link it down below if you want to listen to it. She is so knowledgeable. It's crazy like how accurate it is. So I am a 3, and that is the achiever. Our basic fear is to be unworthy and also failing. And our core desires are to be successful, to be valuable and admired. You can listen to all about this on our podcast, but I'm also a 3-wing 2. After we recorded that episode, I have a list in my notes section on my phone, and I asked all my friends to take the test if they haven't yet so that I can keep track of their Enneagram. Like, do you see how many 3-wing 2s? Also, most of them are Aquarius. Also, by the time this video is up, I will be officially 27. My birthday was on the 5th, which is crazy. Oh my gosh. Next question is Alex your soulmate? Both of us are kind of like, do we believe in this? I don't know. I think I used to like romanticize that and be like, oh, there's one person out there for you. I actually don't really believe that. I feel like there are multiple soulmates that you can have, and they're not always romantic. Like I feel like you can have just as easily a friend soulmate or a kindred spirit. But with that being said, I do feel like Alex and I are soulmates, I guess, especially because the first night we met, he told me that he felt like we'd been friends our entire lives. So that was precious. Alex is the only person you've been with. False. You would get cosmetic surgery or you've had cosmetic surgery. Second part of your question is false. I've never had cosmetic surgery, but the first part, I can't really say false. I honestly just never say never with these kind of things. Like you never know what could happen or like how your feelings are gonna be 10 years from now. Like I have no idea. So maybe, who knows? The only surgery I've really had besides like my wisdom teeth is my sinus surgery, which I have a video all about if you wanna watch it. But I mean, it was all internal, so like you can't see a difference. But I did just have a conversation with a couple of my friends the other day because we were saying like being in LA, it's one of those cities where cosmetic surgery or even like fillers, Botox, that kind of stuff is like very, very common. It's just one of those things that you have to be like cautious about and honest with yourself. It just can be very easy to get caught up in it, I guess, just because it's so widely available and accessible, which isn't a bad thing, but it is just something that you have to be like cautious about and just like be honest with yourself. Like if it's getting a little too far, don't just get something done just to get something done. You occasionally eat meat. This is false. So I've been very open about the fact that like I am not a perfect vegan, and I stopped calling myself that a while ago just because like there's so much that comes with the label and a lot of pressure, and I'm just like not at all perfect by any means. The last time I've had meat was November of 2015. It was the day of Thanksgiving. It was the last meat I ever had, and it wasn't even like great. It was turkey. Like, I should have had something better as my last. But I do eat fish from time to time, so if you consider that. You like using Instagram more than YouTube. I don't know. This is a really hard one. You know what? I guess I would say true. I definitely just use Instagram way more. Like, it's something that I check throughout the day. I love seeing what other people are up to. I love watching their stories. I think is like way more fun than just the in-feed posts, at least in my opinion. Like, I just love seeing like the day-to-day moments that most people just like wouldn't put on YouTube unless they're like a daily vlogger. But now I'm digging YouTube. Like, YouTube is fun again. You and Sarah have never had a fight. This is actually true. Genuinely, the only times we would get annoyed at each other was when we were both PMSing at the same time. Never actually fought, which is wild. In 10 years of friendship, I'd say that's pretty good. You've been cheated on. This is true. I decided to be savage and make an entire video about this and my revenge. It was pretty epic. So I think my underarms are done. I usually go like 3 passes each underarm just to like ensure that I get every area covered. I think we're in business. My underarms are all toasty. When I first started, I would have to be at like the lowest setting and it would still like kind of feel like a sting. Now I use it on the highest level and I rarely feel pain. Weirdly, my chin is one of the more sensitive areas. Like, there's some spots where I'll be like, ah! But everybody's pain tolerance is gonna be different. So please start at the lowest setting and work your way up. Obviously, the higher you go, it's gonna be more effective. Like, you'll start seeing results sooner, but more importantly is just being consistent with it. So just make sure you do this like, you know, every 2 weeks, just on the dot, super, super consistent. That is when you're gonna see results sooner. You can also use this from like your nose down. So you can do your chin, your upper lip, your underarms, your arms. You can do your legs. You can do a full Brazilian, but I wanna do my legs now. You wanna get married in the next 3 years. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be 30. I'm having a midlife crisis. True, I feel like we'll definitely get married within the next 3 years. That's so weird to think about. Oh my gosh. My reflection is getting lasered too. Your results look great. You and Beck broke up. Beck, that is false. He's literally like right over there. You would mentor an aspiring influencer. Ooh, you know what? That would be so fun. This is so true. I would love to do this. Also, this is so nice to get on your ankle because like, how annoying is it to shave your ankles? You worry about where your life and career is going. Definitely true. Because when I started, I was 16 years old making YouTube videos. This industry didn't exist. Like, obviously YouTube was a thing, but it was so new. Influencer wasn't a term. My initial goal was to be a makeup artist. That aspiration definitely changed. With this industry, you have to like go very much with the flow, be on top of trends, new things that are coming out all the time. It's just constantly evolving. Aside from this, like having YouTube and Instagram, but also having like my own brand, business, something like that in the future. So true. You still want to move to the PNW. I don't know. It's like, it's harder and harder for me to picture being in a new city where I don't know anybody. I like to think that the weather doesn't affect me and I love rainy days, and I do. But the longer I'm here in California, the more I'm like, do I want to leave the sunshine every day? Like, this is kind of great. Ultimate goal though would be to have like a cabin up there in either Seattle, Portland, just Oregon in general would be epic. Can we talk about how annoying it is to shave your knees? Arguably the most pesky, annoying area. That or the ankles, I don't know which is worse. Not having to worry about my knees has been so nice. So when you're getting started, I recommend using this once a week and being super consistent, like picking a day of the week and just do that once a week. You'll start to see results within 3 to 4 weeks. I started seeing my like full results by the 12-week mark, and it'll totally vary like based on how consistent you are with this and how thick or coarse your hair is, but this will work even if your hair is like super dark, thick, and coarse. Let's see another question. You want to be engaged by the end of 2021. Alex and I were just talking about this because he was salty that I didn't put a ring on my vision board. I don't want to put like a time limit on it because I would rather the world be like more back to normal when we get engaged, so that we could potentially do it while we're traveling somewhere, or like an engagement party or some kind of like celebration soon after. We'll see. I guess true though. You were popular in high school. I don't like, No. I really don't know how to answer this. I was like not like the most popular person in high school. Like I was not very athletic or on the dance team. I kind of always like just did my own thing, and I hung out with a bunch of different crowds, I guess. Take that for what you will. You sometimes wonder what it would have been like to be single in your early mid-20s. This is true. I actually was single in my early, was I single in my early 20s? Seems so long ago. Was I 20? Maybe we were 20.
I can confirm you were not single in your early 20s.
Were we 20? Yeah, I feel like it's natural to wonder, like, what if I were single in my early to mid-20s? You watch like Sex and the City and all these shows and you're like, that sounds kind of fun. But also, I see what my friends have had to endure dating in LA. But I also commend them. They have some great stories. And the final question, which was by far the most asked question, and I have no idea why. I got this question at least 20 times, and that is, you've had a threesome. Do I give off threesome energy? Like, why is this the most asked question? I have genuinely no idea. This is very false. Very much a simp over here. Consider myself lasered. If you guys use the code 50B, you get $50 off of your Kenzzi device, which is crazy. Such a good deal. Chef's kiss. We love you, Kenzzi. But I had so much fun with this video. Let me know if you want more like chit chat style of videos in the future. Oh my gosh, maybe next time I use my acne zapper. That could be fun. But that's about it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah!